Welcome to the programme with me, Frankie McCamley. A housing association has apologised for a second time after some of its residents received inaccurate service charge bills. The issues came to light after dozens of Notting Hill Genesis residents contacted BBC London to express concern about their spiralling costs and inaccuracies after we reported a previous error. The Housing Association has said it will send out new estimates and refund appropriate charges, which could include bills for a non-existent lift. Our Work and Money correspondent Megan Owen reports. Residents at this block of flats in Wembley have been paying for a lift for the last 2 years. The only thing is, it doesn't exist.
We just don't have a lift in this block. So we've asked for a refund, we've asked multiple times, but Notting Hill Genesis still haven't made that refund. So we're still paying for a lift that doesn't exist.
How much?
It's about £200 this year. Trying to get someone to listen to this and to actually get the refund, it's proving like banging my head against a brick wall.
2 hours after we filmed with the residents, they received an apology from Notting Hill Genesis, who told us certain costs have been incorrectly apportioned, meaning some of our residents have received inaccurate service charge bills. We'll be sending new estimates as well as issuing refunds where appropriate. We recognise the impact this will have had on residents and are sorry for the understandable concern caused. Angela is one of dozens of residents who contacted the BBC about soaring service charge costs, including this group who live in Notting Hill Genesis-owned flats in Hendon. Their costs are increasing by over 100%, the highest in over 20 years.
Me personally, I don't feel listened to at all.
Yeah. Never answer phone calls, never reply to emails. Yeah.
Documents seen by the BBC show that the previous year's costs were under budgeted by over £77,000.
Why should I be penalised for someone's mistake over under budgeting a 22-year-old building?
How does it make you feel?
I'm physically and mentally drained. There we go.
Notting Hill Genesis says, we recognise the impact this has had on residents and are sorry for the understandable concern this is causing. This year's estimates now include a more appropriate level of costs, meaning charges will be more predictable in the future. Tenants from other housing associations across the country have been reporting similar price hikes and miscalculations.
We think that this is a scandal on a par with the post office scandal, because tenants and residents have been saying for years that this is happening, and the landlords and government have just refused to listen.
The government says they're consulting this year on implementing measures to drive up transparency of service charges, ensuring leaseholders and tenants can better hold their landlords to account. Megan Owen, BBC London.